Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Universe Classics Black Adam. A viewer requested that I do this. I thought I did one, couldn't find it, so I figured I would do one for him now. So this guy is mostly built on the medium build, or is that the large build? Medium build DC Universe Classics. He does have some unique parts. His boots have the sculpted cuff up here and then the little seam going down the middle. He's got the gauntlet things sculpted on, and he's got a belt, and his head of course, and his little necklace thing. The necklace is a cool piece because it's obviously got a real chain. It's well sculpted and well painted. I do wish the chain was a little smaller, but still a nice accessory. We'll get that out of the way though so we can see the paintwork. Other thing I like about this guy, oftentimes with the DCUC figures, as many people complain about, they're basically the exact same sculpt. We do get some new molded parts here and there, but they're mostly the same. The thing that really sets most of the figures off though is the head. And this guy's head sculpt I think is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I think it's perfect. It looks really, really good. And then the paintwork on top of it makes it look even better. The paints are nice and flat so it looks like flesh actually, and then we have some really well done shading. The eyes are painted well, the hair is sculpted and painted well. Just looks really, really good. The lightning bolt on the chest is painted well, the belt is, the gauntlets, the boots, we even have some yellow shading in there. Looks really, really good. The shading in the face again looks, it's probably my favorite part of the figure. Once you put the necklace on him, he really looks like a really solid figure. And so you kind of just forget about the fact that most of the body is reused. Personally, I think the reuse of parts for the DCUC figures is better than the reuse of parts for Legends, because at least we get good paint jobs and we do get more often than not unique parts. So I'm really happy about that. As far as the height goes, he stands about 6 3/4 inches tall, which also puts him at about 17.5 centimeters. As far as the articulation goes, the head is on that ball peg. It's a little stiff in some directions, but if you wiggle it around, you can make him look up a little bit. Make him look down, so it has some range there. Full rotation of course. Standard DCUC shoulders. This part right here will hit the torso, but you can kind of force it in there if you really need to, though I don't recommend it. Full swivel, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, not quite 90 degrees, that could definitely be better. Wrist rotation, just a fist on either side. Ab crunch goes a little bit forward, far enough back, so you can put them in probably enough poses. Not the most dynamic, but you should be okay. You get a waist swivel at the top of the belt. Standard DCUC style hips. This guy's are pretty loose. I don't know if that's a common issue for him or not, but his are kind of loose. Get the full splits right there. And we get the thigh swivel down here. Single jointed knee gives you about 90 degrees, and then we get a really nice range of motion for the ankle. A little bit of an ankle rocker it feels like, but not one that was intentional, just because of how it's built you get a tiny bit in there. This one actually works really well, so I don't know, maybe it was intentional and the other one just doesn't work. A lot of the DCUC figures actually do have an ankle rocker built into them, you just don't have the range. So just look at your figure up close and you'll be able to tell if it has it. So I do recommend this, especially since the DCUC line is done. You probably won't get a better version of Black Adam in the 6-inch scale anytime soon. So if you could track one down, I suggest you do so. I like it a lot and I think you will too. Stick around for some photos here at the end, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.